we've got a Greg versus Tracey challenge. Now, here's the deal. I've got 2 gifts, 2 presents, 2 surprises for Tracey and Greg. They're gonna open it, I'll mix it up. Now, what you get is what you have to use, and basically the rules are you've gotta use everything inside of a single nail, but you can create an entire set with it. Correct? Correct?
You gotta use it all in a single nail?
Yeah, did I stutter? So, we literally have no idea what's inside. Where are you going, bro?
I'm going right here.
I'm going right there. I don't want to be next to you. You guys are mean. Tracey, what'd you get? Ooh, cute. Look at that.
Do I have to use this?
Can I play with that? That looks fun.
Lots of rocks.
Okay, rhinestones. Dude, you've scored so far. I think this is cheating.
Foil.
Foil.
Flower foil.
Nice.
A rhinestone picker.
Has to go in one nail.
Aww,
all of this has to go in one nail. Greg is trembling. He's terrified.
Scared already.
He's scared.
Okay, what else we got?
What else you got?
Cover pink.
What else you got? Dude, you have like nice products so far.
Speed clear.
Speed clear. Is this gonna be hard for you? I don't think so.
Rookie manicure.
Okay, Greg, rookie.
Mylar. Horizon manicure.
Perfect.
Lemon Mylar.
Ooh.
Crush glitter.
Ooh, bright orangey. That's
Sakura Storm.
Sakura Storm. I always know that color. It's my fave.
It is one of your favorites.
It is
and
my
foil
favorite.
transfer base.
Nice. That's it?
Yep.
I think you're going to create something. You've got some nice products there, Tracey. This is going to be good. How you feel about your set? What you got in the box?
I'm pretty sure I just won.
End of story. Done. Greg. How you look deep in thought and meditation, bro. How art thou feeling about the products you got?
Yeah, just thinking about how I'm gonna absolutely thrash on Tracey.
Enjoy thinking about it.
Tracey seems very confident though. How confident? In all seriousness, bro. You can't let the family down, bro. The Salo name depends on your freaking victory.
Yeah.
You have a lot riding on this, dude. Your kids, the legacy.
The legacy of my
name, the Salo name depends on you winning this competition, bro. So are you ready, dude, to live up to Greg Salo, Nail Tech Master, against Tracey Ryerson?
Feeble loser.
That's not bad. I like that. Any opportunity to talk smack, I love it. And whenever Tracey does this, you know that we've got a little something pokey on her. Cool. You ready?
I'm ready to crush Phoebes.
Crush Phoebes, like it. Tracey?
Do we even need to bother? Just give me the gift now.
How? Just give me the gift now.
What do I win, by the way?
Yeah, what is the prize?
Somewhere.
You want to go lunch somewhere?
Yeah, we haven't been to lunch in a long time.
How about in your face?
No, dude.
Okay.
And I'm drinking too, so I'm just letting you know you're paying for alcohol too.
Okay, so loser buys lunch.
Sounds good.
Okay, you down with that?
Oh, yeah.
And smack talk.
And like, I think the smack talking is the real prize, to be honest with you. And I'm just letting you know, whoever loses, you're gonna have to hear it from me, because I'm not even in the competition, but God, do I love talking smack. And I'm gonna be talking smack for a week straight. Greg and Tracey, let's get started.
Okay guys, I have my mystery stuff next to me, and I wasn't going to admit it on next to the boys, but I'm a little concerned. Like, first of all, not a huge fan of the flower foil. I'm like, oh, I think I kind of have an idea, and then I'm like, oh, and I need to put rhinestones on it. So this pretty much looks like a flower shop just threw up on a nail, is what I'm imagining. But this happens in real life. We get items or a design that a customer wants. There's nothing wrong with it. So say a little prayer for me. Let's get started. Let's start by pushing back that cuticle. Which nail am I gonna work on? I think I'm gonna work on the ring finger, guys. I think that deserves the flower shop throw up. Right? Okay, we push real quick. I got my medium arbor band, but I wanna season it real quick. So let's turn this on to about 4,000 RPMs. And we're just gonna season it since it's brand new. That way I don't cut myself, because I don't have plans of that being part of the design. And let's prep. So let's get tucked in there. Get that nice and clean. It's been a long time since I've had nails on. Well, I've had nails on. It's been a long time since they've been redone. We just took them off. They were so grown out. But that's the power of Protein Bond. Remove shine real quick. Tuck in that cuticle a little bit more. Get it nice and clean. Okay, we're good there. Let's grab our swipe. Let's grab our clean brush. Cleanse that nail really good. Okay, so we're gonna cleanse. Let's grab that handy dandy Protein Bond. I've had a lot of questions lately about Protein Bond on whether you should use an acid primer before the Protein Bond. No, don't, please don't. It won't help with adhesion. Protein Bond is all you need. So we're gonna do one coat, do all 10 fingers, come back and do that second coat. Okay, we all ready. Okay, get our form on that nail. Let's see. Let's get that. What shape do I want? What I think with as much stuff as we're working with, we need a stiletto. We need some length. We need room. Okay, check to see if that's straight, because this finger is definitely a crooked finger. Adjust it a little bit, and I'm just kind of holding my hand out straight without straightening my finger. We don't want to straighten it and then let go, because then it will be crooked. I want to work with what my finger does. I think we're good. Okay, go speed clear first, and we're going to do our free edge. Okay. Let's get it on. Let's get it attached. This video is going to be a little harder to talk through just because I'm trying to think as I do. It's kind of like a real client, actually. I'm always constantly like semi-listening, because in my brain I'm thinking about what I'm going to do on their nails and not really paying attention to the combo. So take a little more time on this one. Okay. Going slower than normal, because at this point I'm like, what am I doing? Let's get a little more on that tip because I want it a little longer. Make sure we're connecting all the way to that sidewall. Then we're gonna grab our pink. Okay, and I'm just gonna fill in the back area a little bit. I want that natural nail bed to have the pink. So I'm just gonna put a small amount down. I don't want to build any thickness right now because I'm not sure what I'm doing. So I'm just getting my background. Pull it over a little bit over that clear, that's fine. Little clear ombre going on. Okay. Now normally, guys, I would move on, add a little bit clear here, to my next nail while this one sets up. But since we're not doing all the nails on camera, I'm gonna have to sit here and let it set up for a second. So we'll probably cut away, come back when this is set up a little bit. Okay guys, we're back. While we were waiting, I had to give it a little pinch, but this is so thin right now that I can still use my magic wand to give it a little pinch, because I'm gonna go ahead and remove the form. Again, like I said, I would typically just be doing the other nails, and by the time I was done, this would be ready to come off. But one nail is a little more challenging. Okay, I'm gonna get the foil. Okay guys, I'm gonna grab my foil base, and this is actually the second time that I've done this. Room temperature plays into it. So first time I did it, it wasn't, actually I tried it twice, I'm lying. I tried it twice, both times it wasn't set up long enough. It's really cold in this room. So I played with it a little bit. Now I think I have the timing right. So we're gonna get it on where I want it. Always admit your failures. It's how you grow. And we're gonna time it out, I think 1.5 minutes for how cold it is in this room. Again, might have to play with it the first time just because of room temps. And Let's see. Now I am not going for perfection. I kind of globbed the foil transfer on because I don't want it to be a full cover. So as long as we get some of it on here, I'm gonna be happy. Touch it a little bit there. Try not to break the tip. This is really flimsy, so I'm trying to be very gentle, but it's bending backwards as I'm trying to push down. Ah, see, that's exactly what I wanted. Again, it's not full coverage. I'm not going for that. I just wanted a little background. Now, you can typically cap foil in clear, and what you'd want to do is kind of do it, put it down and not mess with it too much, because it will break it apart if you mess with it too much. You got liquid and powder on top and you're kind of digging at it, it might break it up. So if you're gonna cap, I'd get a kind of a medium consistency, put it down once and let it just kind of sit there, right? Don't play with it. Then you can build on top of it. Me, I want it to mess it up. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my glitters. And I think I'm gonna just leave the glitters raw. And what I mean by that is I'm not gonna mix them. And let's grab our Mylars. And we're just gonna take those and just run them between our fingers. What this does, guys, is it breaks up those big pieces and kind of spreads it out so you can find the pieces you want. And I always go over the top with Mylar. I won't even use most of that, but that way I have the pieces I want. We have Sunset, Crush, and Sakura Storm. Again, I'm gonna take a little bit of that clear. I'm gonna use it wet, thin, because I'm gonna layer into it. And again, I'm gonna kind of start digging it because I wanna break it up. And then I'm gonna start adding a little hints of glitter in it. Grab a little Mylar. I'm just kind of filling in that open space that I caused by digging at the foil. I work with raw glitter a lot. If you're working very thin, a lot of times there's no need to mix. I'm gonna take a little clear, real wet, kind of anchor this stuff down so it doesn't move when I brush on top of it. Okay, and just add a little more glitter to those empty spots. You can still see the foil in there. It's like a secret garden. And push this down. I don't want it up on that nail bed that much. Okay, so basically what I did is I used the foil as color. I just washed of color in the back. Now, don't worry, I'll use it more on the other nails, so it definitely is incorporated. I used it technically, but I used it as color. A little cheating, maybe, I don't know. Works for me. Let's cap and clear and get our strength and structure, because I think I got all the glitters and everything. The only thing that I'm missing is the manicure and the rhinestones. Body. I'm sorry guys if you can't see. You know what's funny is they tell me my eyesight's not that bad, but I feel like I'm blind. Look at it sideways, see where we need to build everything up. Cold in here, it's getting away from me. You know, Greg gets to work on my hands. He should have to do this on himself, don't you think? I think that would be great. Next challenge, Greg has to work on himself. Okay, again, I'm gonna look at it sideways to see what I'm missing. I'm gonna do it this way this time. Get a little more right there. All the people that have worked on themselves know the struggle. It's completely different than working on a person. Become a contortionist. Okay guys, I think I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna let this dry, I'm gonna file it out, and then we'll come back and see what we finish up with. Okay guys, I finished filing it, so we need to add our manicures and our stones. Let's start with the manicures. But first, let's protein bond. Just because I'm adding manicure and I'm gonna be adding our top coat and all that other good stuff in it. Just, people ask why we do this. It's just added insurance that you're not gonna get any chipping from your top coats or your gel polish. I had an idea of what I wanted, but the way it turned out, I don't think we're gonna do this. We're gonna just blob. Let's put some lines in. Grab my swipe. It's gonna be off camera, but I'm using swipe, and I'm gonna grab my gel brush. I'm gonna put a little swipe on my gel brush, and we're just gonna smoke it out. Oh, I like it. It's soft, guys, but I like it. A little more rookie. Glue on that tip. Wipe anything you don't like off. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling it. I know it's subtle, but I'm feeling it. This is very spring. So let's get the light and let's do 30 seconds. We don't need much time. We just need it to stop moving. Okay guys, final is rhinestones. And I'm gonna set this with base. I'm gonna set them with base. So I'm gonna grab my base gel. I'm just gonna base the whole nail, even though I'm not applying it to the whole nail. That way, if I change my mind in the middle, I have base where I want it. Clear sculptor works great for setting stones too. I'm planning on doing this towards the cuticle area is my thought. So I don't wanna add a bunch of bulk back there. So I like to work with base for that. I don't, because I'm not gonna be putting stones there, I don't want my sides to bulk up. If you ever notice, like when you start putting stuff on top of your nail, your sides, you're like, oh, I loved my shape, but now it's starting to bulk out. I always like to just kind of go through and just wipe off any excess in there. That way it won't bulk it up. Let's put the base to the side. Let's grab our little tool. Pick up a stone. I think I'll just start in the center. Way too much coffee today. Okay, I'm gonna cure this for 30 seconds too. And then we're gonna go around it with some gel, finish gel to set it and make sure the stones don't go anywhere. Grab my finish gel and I'm gonna seal everything in. I'm gonna push up against the stones. I don't go over the stones. If you've never used stones, you don't really wanna top coat your stones because it loses its shine. And I'm gonna puddle a little bit back there because I'm gonna take my brush, my striper brush, and I'm gonna take that puddle and kind of wrap it around those stones. And just kind of run it so it made sure that we hit all of it. And the stones are nice and secure. Then I'm just gonna wipe off the excess from my brush and make sure I don't still have a puddle back there. Gonna do a final cure of 1 minute. Okay, we are done with our set of nails. I don't know where my cuticle oil is because Greg always takes it. It's always Greg's fault. But I'm gonna finish these nails up so you guys can see it as a whole set. And we're gonna see what Greg can do. Bring it on, Salo.
All right, so I need to get ready first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 3 glitters. I'm going to take Crush. We're going to take some Sunset Beach and some Sakura Storm. What we're going to do is we're going to take our Speed Clear and we're going to mix all of these inside. So what I'll do is we're going to go about 3/4 of the way. And then we're going to just kind of give it an even blend of glitter. All right, it's a little bit of Crush Action, Sunset Beach, and Sakura Storm. All right, so make sure you want a 3-to-1 mix ratio. That way you can get it all perfect. All right, so what I'm gonna do is as soon as I get it inside, I'm gonna roll. All right, I'm gonna want to stir with the back of my brush because we don't want it spilling all over the place. All right, so great. I have that mixed just to give you guys an idea of what that looks like. Boom. Okay, so what I am going to do first is I'm going to be using the Cover Pink to build a thin platform on the nail. This is going to establish a little bit of length, and this is also going to establish a platform that I'm actually going to be able to build the design on. Let's get to it. Let's go ahead and get Tracey's nail prepped and ready to rock. I'm gonna set my electric file to about 3,000 RPMs, but before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick out the nail that I'm working on. Tracey had some acrylics on here, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. I am going to place this on her middle finger. All right, so let's go ahead and push her cuticles back. This new wand is really nice because you're gonna be able to get a lot of this back. All right, let's go ahead and just kind of clear out as much of this as we can. All right, so what I'm gonna do actually, once I pushed her cuticles back, I'm just gonna kind of reduce a little bit of her natural nail. Don't need all of it. And I'm just gonna kind of shape it lightly, just so we have enough where I get the form underneath really tight. Perfect. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch out to my arbor band. We're gonna remove that shine, right, at a really gentle speed. 3,000 RPMs is gonna be great speed, just to kind of tickle around the perimeter of the nail. And as soon as I'm done getting all the shine, we're gonna be ready to build that platform. I'm going to take a little bit of swipe, clean off that nail. You can choose to use a dry wipe just to make sure it's fully clean, then 2 coats of protein bond. 1 and 2. All right, let's get the form on her nail. All right, I'm going to go with an almanetto shape, and we're gonna place the tab underneath just like this. It's gonna give me a little bit of sound and structure. For those of you guys wondering why I'm wearing a Band-Aid on my finger, it's because I cut it. I don't want it on the screen. All right, so what I'm gonna end up doing again is, like Tracey's nails, I've worked on them for a really long time. What I like to do is I like to get under the edge and then I just kind of bring them up, right, as flat as I can. But I know that her middle finger kind of points to the side, so as soon as I get it onto her natural nail, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn it around just to make sure it's straight, and that is not straight. It's always a good sign to see. Let's go ahead and just double check to make sure that we're building a straight structure, and that is good. All right, so once we have this on, what I'm going to do is use Cover Pink, and we are going to build a tip flush to the nail. As soon as I pick up the bead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain this, and then this is going to allow me to get something tight. So as soon as I get this down on the nail, I'm gonna wipe my brush. I'm gonna use the body of the brush just to walk this flush to the natural nail. And then whatever excess is remaining, I'm gonna use the body of the brush just to kind of stretch it into a really, really nice shape. Using just a kind of the edge of the brush, right, as well as the tip, just to kind of form something really, really nice. Okay, now what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna give this, since I'm building something super tight, what I'll normally do is I'll go through and build out the free edge. I'm just gonna let this sit for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna pre-pinch the shape of the nail so that we're gonna get a little bit deeper C-curve. This is going to allow me to kind of basically reduce the width of the nail and make it a little bit more tighter around the body. It's gonna give it a little bit sharper look. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the wand and I'm just gonna put a little bit of pressure right here. You can kind of see the angle that I'm actually placing it. I'm not gonna come straight down like this. What I wanna do is I wanna get it right to her edge. This is gonna kind of, and I'm holding it. If I just release it, it's gonna be a little bit too much pressure. So I just wanted enough where it kind of pinches right where the edge of her nail is. And then what I can do is kind of get a feel for it with the tips of my fingers just to make it a little bit more narrow. And then that is a really, really nice narrow pinch right through the middle of her nail. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take my glitter mix that I made. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of the lemon mylar and a little bit of the mint. I'm gonna take this, right? And we are going to get some of this. I'm just gonna kind of press it in. Trying to get this deep inside the acrylic. I'm gonna just kind of raise this up so that my edges are going to be nice and round. I need to make sure that I'm trying to get some of these pieces deep inside. I need to keep my edges super round. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to create an opal. And so I'm using the tip of my brush on the back because I'm trying to create a nice ledge, right? Just to make sure that everything is going to be super tight. Just go ahead and get a little bit more of the glitter mix around the edges, and then if I could find some smaller pieces. Don't want to try to file a lot of it off. Okay. Got that all the way inside the middle. Making sure that is raised up enough. All right, perfect. All right, so once we actually have that down, what I am going to do is I'm going to be bringing in the cover pink. What we're going to do is we're going to fill the whole entire body. I'm just going to kind of pull through the whole entire design. And so you can see how it fills the back end. Do the same thing on the front. I'm just trying to fill the edges, the outside perimeter with the cover pink. I don't want too much on the surface because when I file it into shape, I might have to come back and do a little bit of detailing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and fill this, and then we're gonna kind of file around the edges, and if I have to fill anything else, we definitely will, but let me just go ahead and cap this. All right, we let this sit. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna file this into shape. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the foil transfer base, and I'm just going to start kind of creating a really kind of thin border around the edges. Nothing too deep. I just wanna kind of outline something that's gonna really show up. So I just kind of trace around the edge. I'm gonna give it a probably about 45 seconds to a minute, and I'm just gonna try to pull off what I can. And what that's gonna do is gonna take some of the floral pattern on here and just kind of leave it around the border of the stone that I created. All right, so let's go ahead and take this and start pulling off some of the edge. Boom, as you can see, a lot of the floral pattern is coming off around the edges. Yeah. Perfect. All right, so the edges that I don't have it, I'm just gonna kind of touch it up. Boom. Give that a couple seconds. All right, because I just want to kind of leave some of that floral print around the perimeter. Once I've used the foil to decorate the edge, what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of horizon, all right, and rookie, and then I'm gonna use a micro detailer and just kind of like create this marble. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take these two and I'm just going to use a very shallow amount around the edges just to kind of highlight the stone. Very, very subtle, but as long as we are using it inside the design, that is all that matters. Using a little bit around the edges to fill some space. Go ahead and set that inside the light. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use finished gel first on the surface, and then we're gonna decorate the edges with our rhinestones for the finishing touch. Let's go ahead and set that inside the light. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna get some of these beautiful rhinestones out. And then what I am going to do is use gloss. What we're just gonna do is just kind of set that down. Just going to place one on top, and that way it doesn't overwhelm the design. You go ahead and set that inside the light. So what I'm gonna do to secure the rhinestones, I'm gonna take a little bit of finished gel onto my tile, and then I'm going to use my micro detailer, and I'm just going to go around the edge, just around the edge of the rhinestone. And then that way it's going to secure it, and then it's going to cure non-tack. Let's go ahead and set that inside the light. And the design is complete.
Nails have been completed. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see the sets. Greg and Tracey both completed the challenge. We're gonna check out the nails. Let's see what you guys think also. Damn. Those are looking, oh yeah, that's a good shot right there. Wow, those are dope. How are you guys feeling during this whole process of creating the challenge?
It was fun. Yeah, I had a great time doing it.
Did you find it like super challenging, or but it was overall just fun?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I really, once I opened up the box, I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So for me, it was really a simplistic approach to it.
Nice.
And I think they turned out nice.
They did turn out nice. Nice job. Trace?
I was just thinking destroy Salo.
Here we go, the fierce competition.
Yes, and I could have, because I don't know if I told you this. So I covered my hand while Greg did this one, and he forgot about the rhinestones. I could have won, but I was nice. I was nice. I looked at Jorge and I said, we'll be nice. Greg, use the rhinestones.
Nice.
Yeah.
So basically, instead of just by disqualifying him, you're like, let's make this a real competition.
Yeah.
You don't.
I want to destroy him in real life. I don't know what you call that. I just want to destroy him.
Yeah, exactly, fair and square. So we'll see. Beautiful set of nails by both Greg and Tracey. I mean, those are ridiculous. We want to know what you think who the winner is, but we're gonna go talk to young Salo. She's going to judge. She's gonna pick the ultimate winner. We're not gonna tell her who did what nails. Let's go talk to her right now. Mom, so we got we have 2 sets of nails. We did a nail competition. Okay. And you are gonna pick the winner.
Okay.
Now, Greg did 1 set. Tracey did another set, but we're not telling you who did what set.
Okay.
You just have to look at the nails.
Yes.
That way you can't pick your son.
That's right.
Right?
She admits it. So that's right.
She totally admits it.
Oh,
So
that would be funny.
yeah, it would be hilarious. But I want you to do it so that you have no idea who did what. You just look at them and which
Okay.
nails do you like more.
All right.
Okay, so let's take a look
Show
at the
me.
nails. Okay, hold on.
Oh, wow.
Aren't those beautiful?
Yes. Okay. Whoa, that's awesome. I like this.
Which one?
This one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay, this right one right here.
Yeah, right hand.
Okay, are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, you're positive.
Mm-hmm.
No changing your mind now.
No.
Okay, you just picked Tracey's set.
Oh.
Mom, you just
This is-
declared Tracey the winner. Do you feel like you betrayed your son?
No, it's not. I just go for the whatever is really looks awesome.
Does Greg need more practice?
Yeah, this one looks like a teenager childish. sorry, my son.
High five, Mom.
This one is more fashion. Wow, that is beautiful. Oh.
You just made my day, Tracey's day, everybody's day here at Young Nails. Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
Great choice. You're a fantastic judge.
That's it.
And what if Greg's mad at you?
Oh, he's gonna mad at me? Why you gotta improve more?
Hey guys, we hope you love our nail videos. Comment below and let us know what you want to see next. To see more, go right over here. To subscribe to our channel, head right over here.